watching First Coast News on your side with Heather Crawford and Anthony Austin.
Drug overdose deaths hit a record high last year in the United States, claiming the lives of about 93,000 people, according to the CDC. And for the mom you're about to meet, because of her son's age, she didn't realize how much he was struggling until it was too late. She's sharing her family's story in hopes of helping others.
I want him to be remembered for he was a great artist, and he was just really sweet and kind.
Brandon Steele was Ann Steele's youngest son.
When you say his name, it's like he flashes, I can see his face. This is probably my favorite one. I think he looks beautiful there.
In middle school, she says he started getting depressed and struggled with anxiety.
This is a really good one, just shots of him.
In high school, she realized how serious it was.
He said he'd been buying a Xanax type of drug for anxiety from China and that he needed to get off it. So that's when he checked himself into rehab, and he had just turned 18.
He left rehab on a host of medicines.
Plethora of antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds, and sleep meds, and which kind of worried us too. I think we knew there were problems, but we since he was like over 18, we couldn't really talk to the doctors.
Shut out of his care because he was an adult, she, like many parents of young adults, didn't know how dire the situation was.
We just thought we had time.
But on February 12th, 2019, time ran out. Just 21 years old, her son died of a heroin overdose.
He said he'd be there when we got old and needed him.
It's a grim reality a growing number of families are facing. Opioid overdoses killed nearly 50,000 people in the United States in 2019, according to the CDC. And during the pandemic, the problem has only gotten worse. Drug overdose deaths are up nearly 30%.
I think I was in such shock. I didn't really believe it. It was almost like you felt like you could go back and change it, like it can't be true.
Terry Andrews, administrator of Baptist Behavioral Health in Wolfson Children's Hospital, says she's seen a huge spike in behavioral health emergency admissions, especially among 16 to 26-year-olds.
Oh my goodness, we're up by, considering both populations, 200% as compared to pre-COVID. So just amazing numbers. And, people are really struggling right now.
To help incorporate parents into their young adults' care, Baptist Health has created a new position called a Dragonfly Care Coordinator, an initiative founded by the mother of 22-year-old Alex Newman, who died of a fentanyl overdose.
They act as a conduit to be able to get the patient from point A to point B, help them with appointments, be a coach and a mentor, and also, most importantly, involve the parents in the care.
With the patient's consent, the parents are notified every step of the way.
We couldn't even talk to his doctors. We couldn't talk to the therapist who could have told us, well, he tried this. It was really serious once. And every time I saw him, she said she was afraid she wouldn't see him 2 weeks later.
Information Ann Steele wishes she had had.
If we had more information, he would be alive.
Now, if your child needs help, it's available. Wolfson Children's Hospital has a 24/7 confidential helpline for kids and teens. It's staffed around the clock by trained mental health experts. You can call 904-202-7900 or text the word LIFE to 741-741. And right now, the Jim Moran Foundation is matching dollar-for-dollar donations to Alex's Dragonfly Endowment for young adult behavioral health to help those who are struggling. And I've posted a lot more information in this story on firstcoastnews.com.